Hey guys, what is up? My name is Sarah. Now, today's video is a little different. Now, I know I haven't really been posting. Last time I posted a YouTube video, which was my first video posted on this channel, was February 14th, 2024. Yeah, I had to think about that one. But anyways, I know in that video I said I was going to start posting content every week. Never did. Now, just a little, thing. I'm very sorry for saying that I would, and I didn't live up to expectations, but I've been in the hassle of moving. I was in the hassle of finding a job, full-time work, as well as I was in the hassle of my mental state. So I wanted to become more healthy mentally and physically before starting filming again, and also getting a job and moving, and anyways, that's life, right? So anyways, today's video is going to be the intro kind of to me. I started off with my first video being how many territories and provinces do I know? Because I'm a Canadian. I'm in Canada, and yeah, so basically this is kind of like the introduction of who I am, and basically I'm answering 10 questions about me. If you remember back in 2012, 2010 era, like that bracket, a lot of YouTubers did answer 50 questions with me. For me, I never had the attention span to watch the 50 questions, so I'm just shortening it down to 10 for you guys, so hopefully you'll be a little bit more interested and more engaged into that content. And yeah. By the way, I'm just gonna shout out my mother, because my mother also does YouTube, and before you laugh and all that stuff over like older people doing YouTube, etc. so forth, my mom is monetized, and I am very happy to say that she is. I support her 100% with her channel. She does knitting, by the way, so if you're into crafty things like knitting and things like that, you can definitely go check her channel out. I will put an image right here, somewhere around here, and I'll put the title here. So you can see her content or her channel name, and yeah. And then if you like outdoorsy, if you're an outdoorsy person, if you like watching people go kayaking and seeing their adventures doing kayaking, canoeing, or boating and things like that, biking, we do have another channel for our cottage. It is called Cozy Cottage Hideaway. Yet again, I will put an image of the channel here, as well as I'll put the name right here. So anyways, let's get into the questions, the 10 questions that I'll be answering today on my handy dandy phone. Okay, let's get started. Hey guys, so we have our lovely questions on my phone, so let's get that started, okay? The first question is, and by the way, I'll put all the questions, so what I'm answering right here, so you know what question I'm answering. So question number 1, what is my name? My name is Sarah Higgins, as it says in my channel name. A lot of people just call me Sarah because that's my first name. Question number 2. What is your age? So I am 22 years old. I get a lot of looks saying I look older or younger. I get a very varied age that people say. Sometimes I look 14 if they don't see my tattoos, and then some people say I look 25. So I don't know what to believe. Asian genetics sometimes will help, sometimes it doesn't. Who knows? Alright, question number 3 is, what is your favorite type of cuisine or food? Genre, I guess cuisine is another name for it. So for me, I like Asian food. As I am a lactose intolerant person, I cannot produce lactate enzymes in my body, so I get major stomach aches, and you can imagine the rest from dairy products. So Asian food is mainly cooked without milk or dairy products from cows, which helps me not have a stomach ache later in the day or at night or whatever. I can't tolerate a lot of spice due to health reasons, and also I can't drink milk if it's too spicy for me because then I'll get an upset stomach. So Asian food is always my go-to, specifically Vietnamese food. I love Vietnamese food. Question number 4, what is your most interesting hobbies, or what are your hobbies? So my major hobby, and it is definitely one of my the way I went with my career path, I should say, is art. I love art. Doesn't matter if it's drawing, whether it's digital or hand drawing. I like ceramics. I like testing all the mediums of arts. My preferred medium is more in the digital side, I guess, more like photography and digital art. I do a little bit of video, as you can see. I studied interactive media design, which is coding and website design. I much prefer the UX and UI design of that, more so the coding and website designing. I guess the coding part for the website designing, as it's not my strongest suit and it's not my forte. Okay. So I kind of answered the question after that, but it's like, what did you study in school? So yeah, sorry for that. So that's kind of like a double camera type of deal. All right. Question number, I guess, 6 is, what do you do for work? I believe it's number 6. Hopefully I'm getting that right. If not, there are the numbers beside the question. So number 6, I'm an e-commerce specialist. So for people who don't know what e-commerce is or what it has to entail, because I studied interactive media design, which is, as I said, coding and website design, it's like the best way I can how to describe it. I also studied visual arts prior to that, but changed fields, kind of same field, same type of field, different field name, I should say. So basically, e-commerce is any site that a small business would use or any business would use to sell their products. So basically, it's a host. So Etsy, Shopify, if you know those big companies are e-commerce sites. Same with Kijiji is one. I don't personally touch Kijiji. eBay is another one. So those are all types of e-commerce site. For me, I work for a small business hosting to their e-commerce sites, but I also post with their social media, so I do their social media, and that is my job. Full time, it's great, love it. Alright, question number 7 is, what are the top 3 things on your bucket list and why? So, there's so much things that I would love to do in the world in my lifetime, but of course money is a big thing as well as how much life I have. Not saying I'm dying anytime soon, just FYI. Not to make it dark. But for me, I am a Canadian. I like the cold, and not a lot of people like the cold, so I guess I'm one of them. So one of my biggest things is I've already kind of explored the East Coast a little bit. I've lived in the East Coast. I've traveled to the East Coast prior to living there. So kind of the first thing on my bucket list that is more in a reasonable state is to explore the West Coast of Canada. I've never really explored the West Coast. I don't remember it very much either. I've been to airports to go to places, and I've been to Manitoba, but I don't really remember Manitoba or Winnipeg specifically. So I would like to go in my future years, hopefully the next 5 years, 10 years. I do photography. I do a little bit of freelancing on the side as well with businesses. So I'd like to go to Banff, which is a national park in Canada, and Lake Louise, they're both in Alberta. And I like to go in the fall time to do photography of animals because I like to do photography. That is one of my strongest suits. So that's the first thing on my bucket list that's more of a reasonable state. The second thing on my bucket list that isn't out of like, oh, I can't do it, or it's just, the money and like time, but I'd love to go to Switzerland and ski. I downhill ski. That is another thing that I love to do. So yeah, I'm a very outdoorsy person. So that's kind of like a hobby. I should have said that prior. But anyways, so yeah. And then my third thing on my bucket list, I actually don't know. I haven't really thought about it. But I'll probably have one in mind, but I don't really know. Those are like the top 2 things. I guess explore and travel, but everyone would love to do that. Okay, so what number are you on? I don't even know. Let me count. Give me a second. So guys, it took me a little while. I don't know why. My brain's not functioning. It's fine. It's a weekend. Question number 8 is, are you an inside person or an outdoor person? Like, do you rather be inside or outside? So personally for me, because I work in social media and because I'm always on a screen, I like to enjoy the outside when I'm not working. So whether or not I'm outside enjoying it by walking my dogs or swimming or kayaking, paddleboarding, biking, things like that, I like to be outside. And yeah, I think technology has definitely changed my fact that I like being outside. And yeah, I'm very much of an outdoorsy person more than inside. Of course, there are always going to be those days where I'd rather be inside. Like today, it's extremely humid, or when I need the downtime. But most of the time, you will see me outside if it's okay weather for me, if I'm not too warm, or I'm not working at work. All right. Question number 9 is, what is your favorite childhood memory? So I honestly don't know. I've had too many memories that are really memorable about my youth and my childhood. But I think one of the most memorable ones, and I kind of explained how I traveled the East Coast. So my mom, took me and my sister to the East Coast for 3 weeks or a month or so, and we literally camped. Everywhere we went, we were either in a tent or at a friend's place. So we went to New Brunswick, we went to Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and we went to Newfoundland, not Labrador. And we got to visit a ton of national parks, go hiking. So it was just really fun, and I enjoy camping, and I don't think I've ever done glamping before. Glamping is when you camp in a camper. But I like tenting. I like that type of things. I was a Girl Guide when I was little, and I like camping and being outside. So that's one of my most fondest memories as a child. And then last but not least question, are you an introvert or extrovert, and why? Or why do you think that? So I am very extroverted. I do like to talk, and I do like to, be with people, but I'm also introverted in a sense where I don't like to be in a big crowd of people. I don't really like going to the mall anymore. I've really never been to a concert, and I don't think I'll ever go to a concert, sorry. I don't really like going to the bar. I am old enough to drink in Canada and US. I don't know. I don't like being in crowded places. So, because I also don't like loud noises, I don't like areas that is completely loud. So, I think with that being said, I am an introvert in a sense where I like to be in a small group of friends that I'm very comfortable with and I'm able to talk. And that's where my extrovert does come out, especially like if I'm in a small group or one-on-one. But when it comes to the point where I'm in a group of crowded people that I don't know, and there's only a few people that I know, I won't go and talk to random people, I guess. Which is a good thing, but also like, I don't know, I've definitely gotten a hold of how much my social battery is, unlike before when I was younger and I would just talk and talk and talk. I still do that, but less so than in the past. So I'm both introvert, extroverted. I'm very much more probably extroverted, but I'm very introverted when I'm in a group of people that I don't really know. Big crowds, things like that. And I think COVID has also affected that. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't like going to the malls. I don't want to like put out political things, and I'm not going to be doing that on my channel. I don't like talking about democracy and things like that. Everyone has their own mind, their own opinions, and then you can believe what you want. I'm not going to make you believe what I believe because, make your own decisions, make your own choices. But at the same time, because of COVID, like I feel like there's so much more on the news where there's big things happening in malls that are not good, or, I don't know. I don't like going to malls. It can be dangerous as well. You never know who's going to come at you. So yeah, that's just me. But anyways, those are the 10 questions. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm very sorry for kind of being MIA or just not on social media. I also don't really like to be on social media too much anymore because, as I said, I'm always on technology at work. So it gets to the point where. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm sorry for being MIA or just not on social media, being absent. But at the same time, because I work in social media now, it's so hard to have my alone time without being on a device or being on my phone, and I sometimes like being not on devices. So yeah, I'm hoping fingers crossed that I'll be posting consistently. If I don't, I'm sorry. It's been a lot of roller coaster ride, we'll just say that. And I am filming today. Thank you to my mother with her ring light, her mics, testing them out for her. And so, if you like, you can go subscribe to both of her channels. They will be linked down below, as well as my social media if you'd like to follow it. You can give this video a fat thumbs up, like in the past. If you want to, you can thumbs up, you can subscribe if you like this content, and I'm hoping to post a little bit more. But yeah, if you like knitting and stuff like that, go check out my mom's channels, as I said, linked down below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.